Welcome back, everybody. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. We got temperatures in the 60s this morning. Warms up nicely on your Wednesday afternoon. 78 degrees at noontime, 83 for a high with more sunshine later on today. Mostly fair weather skies throughout the entire day. Central portions of the state may see a sprinkle or two. The better chance for rain for Detroit and southeast Michigan is Thursday. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about your weekend forecast in our next half hour. On to 4 Live Traffic and Kim.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Sounds like a beautiful day. And we're looking at a great commute this morning. This is I-696 right near Orchard Lake. We have dry roads to start off the day, light traffic volumes, and we are accident-free to start off your Wednesday morning.
All righty, Kim, thank you. It is 5:24 now. We've got a Help Me Hank recall alert for you this morning. A children's rattle is being recalled because of choking concerns and hazards.
Yes, take a look at it. It's the Brio soft hammer rattle toys that have been recalled due to the wooden rings on that rattle, which can crack. About 1,500 items were sold at specialty stores such as Home Goods, Nordstrom's, as well as online on Amazon.com. You should stop using it immediately and contact the company Brio for a replacement or a refund. There is a lot more to get you caught up on this morning. In our next half hour, we'll get you updated with stories from all across the metro area, including Ray Township and Clinton Township.
Plus, why the key to truly happy relationship is pop, coffee, chocolate, beer, and the type of vehicle you drive. I'm definitely staying tuned for that one.
Sounds like an odd connection, right? But we're going to explain why material things do matter in relationships. Also, let's get back to Nick Monticelli this morning following news. Good morning.
And 2 teens accused of the murder of Stephen McAfee back in April of this year expected in court today for a preliminary exam. Normally they go about a day. Why this could go even longer. That's next on Local 4 News.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
And we're following breaking news from Detroit's east side, where the search is on for the gunman who opened fire near a local gas station. We've learned that at least 1 person was shot.
And with friends like these, 2 local teens head to court this morning in a shocking murder case. The suspects and victim once described as friends.
Also, sunshine today and storms tomorrow. It's a warm Wednesday. There's that freighter going down the Detroit River, almost to the Ambassador Bridge. We're also talking some changes on the way. Meteorologist Andrew Humphrey in for Brandon this morning. I like that view. It was a beautiful view.
It is a beautiful view.
Yeah.
And then our skyline view, you know, when we have our Windsor Sky Cam
Right.
looking at our downtown Detroit skyline, it is a very beautiful city indeed. And how good is it going to look weather-wise today, Andrew?
Absolutely gorgeous. Chamber of Commerce weather for today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got sunshine for this morning, fair skies for this afternoon, and temperatures on the warm side. 78 degrees by noon, 83 for a high by 4 p.m. Temperatures in the 80s in your neighborhood as well, right around average for this time of year. And a gorgeous sunrise is set for 6:42. Here's a look at that skyline, as Rhonda was mentioning. Absolutely beautiful as we look at downtown Detroit. Most beautiful skyline in the entire world right here in Detroit. 64 degrees currently. Visibility is looking good at 10 miles. Wind at around 3 miles per hour. Now, there are some showers off to our west and some thunderstorm activity in the plains. That does not arrive until tomorrow. Right now, we are basking with dry conditions with temperatures that are in the 60s, but some cooler 50s out there, too. Around Lapeer in our north zone, 56 at this hour. Port Huron, good morning. You've got 54 degrees, but you'll see temperatures closer to 80 degrees later on today. Let's get a check of the roads right now. 4 Live Traffic in just a few moments. Now, remember, you can always check out weather on the weather page of clickondetroit.com. Today is also a great day to download the Local Forecasters app. You can track temperatures, and with showers tomorrow, you can track them moving in as well as we go into Thursday. Hey, we've got a gorgeous weekend coming up, but does it stay warm? We'll talk about that in your 7-day forecast in just minutes. Now we're to 4 Live Traffic. Kim, take it away.
All right, thank you, Andrew. Still looking great out there. You can see, looking at the big picture, lots of green on our map this morning, no red icons, so we are accident-free, but of course, construction to talk about over on US 23. Both sides of US 23, the on-ramps from 9 Mile, those are going to be closed today, starting at 7 a.m., and it's going to remain that way until the middle of September, so keep that in mind for the next month or so. And we also want to let you know about more construction on US 23. This also happening on the northbound and southbound southbound lanes right at North Territorial Road. One lane will be blocked there. This starts tonight, though, so hopefully it won't slow you down too much. It starts tonight at 7 o'clock, wrapping up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Now, that's something that you may want to keep in mind for your commute tomorrow morning. As I said, if you do get on the road before 7 a.m. Also, those of you who travel on the Lodge, it's actually going to close down this evening for some construction, so we'll tell you all about that in my next report coming up at 5:44. Back to you.
All right, Kim, we'll see you then. In the meantime, we do want to keep you updated on breaking news out of Detroit's West Side this morning. We've learned that a man was shot at a gas station. You're looking at video from the scene. It's 8 Mile between Schaefer and Myers. The victim is in the hospital, and police are continuing to investigate. So far, no arrests have been made.
A memorial service will be held today for the woman killed in Charlottesville, Virginia last weekend. 32-year-old Heather Heyer was killed when a man drove his car into a crowd of people protesting a rally by white nationalists. 19 others were hurt, and police have arrested the man responsible for that deadly attack. Today, Heather's family has asked the attendees to wear Heather's favorite color of purple in her memory.
Meanwhile, President Trump is sparking more controversy over his reaction about the Charlottesville rally and violence. The president's latest comments came during an unplanned Q&A. He said both sides share blame in the rally. Following Tuesday's remarks, the president of the AFL-CIO announced that he's leaving President Trump's manufacturing council, making him actually the 6th executive to quit, while others use local platforms to address Trump's comments.
The president should have immediately denounced the racism, the bigotry, the hatred that he saw in Charlottesville. The president should have done that immediately. And what he did today again, goes back on what he said yesterday, and that's unacceptable. The president was wrong to do that, and I've said that loud and clear.
White House officials say that the president was to stick to infrastructure and take no questions, but said when he got in front of reporters, the president went another direction.
A severely mutilated puppy is well on her way to recovery after being found in St. Clair County over the weekend. This 6-month-old pit bull mix is named Amari, and experts are calling her a miracle puppy. She's wrapped up in bandages after going through surgery on Monday at Oakland County. A vet's office in Oakland County that specializes in critical care. Police are investigating how and why she ended up in this condition, but the good news is that this puppy is on the road to recovery. And a crisis was averted in Clinton Township after an oil spill threatened Lake St. Clair. Crews have successfully prevented an oil spill from leaking into Lake St. Clair after a nearby business caught fire last week. The fire sprinklers washed hydraulic fluid down the drains, and even though crews were hired to clean the mess, it wasn't quite enough. So far, 6,000 gallons of oil have been removed.
So work is about to begin honoring the youngest victim of the Boston Marathon bombings, 8-year-old Martin Richard. A groundbreaking ceremony is taking place today in Boston, where the governor and the mayor will be in the crowd, along with Martin's family and other supporters. Martin's Park is what it will be called, and it will have a play ship, a maze, and a water garden, and will be built near the Boston Children's Museum. The park will create a space for kids and families to learn, grow, and play. Certainly a great honor for that young boy.
Absolutely. It is 5:35, everyone. And also this half hour, we have an update about a chilling story out of Macomb County. That's where 2 teens are facing murder charges.
Yes, the victim is a teenager who was originally reported missing from Ray Township. Local 4's Nick Monticelli joins us now in the newsroom and says that the victim and suspects reportedly knew each other.
Good morning. Both Yvette McDonald and Andrew Fiacco are due back in court this morning for what's called a preliminary exam. It's an opportunity for all parties to review all the evidence. And in this case, there is an overwhelming amount of evidence. The last time Andrew Fiacco and his girlfriend Yvette McDonald were in court, disturbing details emerged as they're both accused of dismembering Stephen McAfee's body. In March of 2016, McAfee went missing from his Macomb Township home. Detectives searched, followed up on tips, posters were sent up, even a private investigator was hired. But the case went cold. Over 1 year later, in April of 2017, a female walked into the sheriff's department, revealing that McDonald allegedly confided in her that she helped dispose of Stephen's body, hiding it in shallow graves, one behind the Fiacco family home. Other remains were left at the scene of the murder at 34 Mile and Van Dyke. Fiacco told investigators he shot McAfee when McAfee allegedly attacked him. Despite that, Both are facing serious charges. Fiacco's list includes first-degree murder and mutilation of a dead body. McDonald is not charged with McAfee's murder, but is charged with accessory after the fact and mutilation of a dead body. Because of all that, during an arraignment, the prosecutor argued for Fiacco not to be released on bond.
You're talking about a young man who was shot multiple times, twice in the back, left in this abandoned field, dead, to decompose, at which point they showed up a month later and they dismember and mutilate the body.
To this day, the sheriff and prosecutor say both teens are changing their stories and they have no clear motive. And as you heard, there is a lot of evidence to go through. In fact, so much so that this preliminary exam is scheduled for 2 days. In the newsroom, Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
All righty, Nick, thank you. Time now is 5:37, and here's a question for you. Chocolate ice cream or vanilla?
Coffee versus tea, Coke or Pepsi. Simple questions that could be the key to whether or not you're a happy couple or an unhappy couple. We'll explain.
Plus, take a look. Who do you think this is? It's Taylor Swift, right? We'll tell you why the sketch artist behind this courtroom drawing getting so much criticism and his interesting response. Jason Carr will be in the carport at 6 o'clock.
But first, take a look at this. A disturbing attack, all caught on security camera. After the break, what caused this madness at a hotel?
Our client.
It's sold as a simple solution for foot pain, but can this funny-looking mat really relieve heel pain, arch pain, and tingling? We're putting the Fitsuki to the test.
All right, time now is 5:41, everyone, and there was this brutal attack at a motel in Arizona as a guest goes after the manager. Take a look at this closely. Surveillance video shows the two men exchanging words, and then this happens. The man suddenly starts punching and kicking the manager, even hitting him after he falls to the ground. The victim suffered permanent brain damage from this assault. Police haven't identified the attacker just yet or even a motive.
Millions of Americans are going to stop what they are doing on Monday afternoon for 2 whole minutes and watch the sky turn completely dark. With so many festivals, watch parties, it's not too late to host your own. Party planners say let the invitations and decor set the tone. In addition, Eclipse themed plates, cups, party favors can be found at plenty of party stores. Also, be creative with food and music choices and make sure there's something for the kids to do.
It's as easy as twisting off the top of an Oreo and carving back that cream to show all the different phases of the moon.
Well, that's cool. A few more tips are to consider adding a celestial backdrop for photo ops and, of course, to have your Eclipse glasses handy. Not too much longer. We have to wait for all of this fun on Monday, Andrew.
Yeah, and I love cookie-based education. I like the sound of that, too. We're looking at temperatures right now that are mostly in the 60s. Later on today, we'll see temperatures well into the upper 70s and low 80s. A beautiful warm day is on tap with more sunshine to come. Sunrise at 6:42, 78 degrees at noon, 83 for a high by 4 p.m. Looking good out there right now. City lights all aglow. The Detroit Princess is out there. Beautiful, mighty Detroit River, too. We're looking at 64 degrees currently, cool and comfortable as you're waking up this morning. Great sleeping weather last night, right? Visibility is looking good also at 10 miles. Temperatures in your area also on the cool to mild side. A little bit milder with temperatures in the 60s, especially in our metro zone. Mount Clemens at 61 degrees, 62 for our friends in Ferndale, while it's cooler farther north. 57 for our friends in Capac and around Emmett. Some of those cooler valleys around Ann Arbor, 59 degrees right now, while it's in the lower 60s in Lenawee and Monroe counties. Winds all on the calm side, either calm winds out there or very light at around 3 to 5 miles per hour. Later on today, only 5 to 10 mile per hour winds should not be much of a problem at all. Showers and thunderstorms, not much of a problem either, mainly remaining well off to our west. With this area of low pressure and frontal system, they get closer to us by tomorrow. Today, we'll see fair skies this morning, noontime. This afternoon, a few more clouds around. Some showers try to generate, but chances are will be dry throughout much of the day. Warm front with shower activity remaining to our south, but that warm front gets closer to us as we get into late tomorrow morning. And by tomorrow tomorrow afternoon, especially after 2 p.m., a better chance of showers and storms. But many folks do need the rain. Our lawns, crops, gardens will certainly love those raindrops. Soak them up literally. 83 for a high later on today. Upper 60s to about 70 degrees overnight, so it'll be mild, warm, relatively comfortable still, with a little more humidity coming in with that warm front tomorrow during the day. Again, that warm front bringing a few showers in the morning, a cold front bringing afternoon thunderstorms. Some could be heavy at times, heavy downpours, the possibility of some thunder and lightning, maybe some gusty winds here and there, but then calmer weather returns just in time for the weekend and still remaining warm. 60s in the morning and also late at night, but then 80s, 80 to 85 degrees from Friday into Saturday and Sunday. Great beach and boating weather as well. 80 to 84 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday. The eclipse on Monday. Great viewing weather so far. Mostly sunny skies. The eclipse, we can catch it anywhere between 2:20 in the afternoon and 2:30 in the afternoon right here in the Detroit area with highs around 86 degrees. Speaking of which, it's all for the eclipse on Sunday and Monday. You can join my buddy Ben Bailey live from Kentucky. The point of the greatest eclipse here in the United States on both days. Again, it's all for the eclipse on Sunday and Monday right here on Local 4. Now on to 4 Live traffic and Kim.
All right, should be exciting to be there in Kentucky, but we get to see it here too between 2:20 and 2:30, so looking forward to that. Looks like good weather for it too. All right, well, let's take a look at some construction over on the southbound lanes of the Lodge right at 4th Street, 1 lane blocked there this morning starting at 7 a.m. It's going to remain that way until next Wednesday, so keep that in mind for the week. Also on the Lodge, the northbound lanes right at I-75, only 1 lane open there. Hopefully it won't slow you down too much for those of you who travel during the evening, though. Keep this in mind. 8 o'clock tonight to 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. That is going to be slow in that area. Also, it's closing down the Lodge for construction. This is only the southbound lanes from I-94 to I-75. Closes tonight at 8 p.m. It's not going to reopen until 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, guys, coworkers, are you listening? Southbound lanes of the Lodge, that's where we travel. But just keep that in mind. You can take Davison to I-75 to get around that. But again, it's going to reopen at 5 a.m. So if you travel later than that time, then that won't affect you. All right, well, stick around because we are going to take a look at your I-75 commute coming up at 5:54. Back to you.
It affects me, so thank you very much for making sure I was listening. So coming up later this morning on the Today Show, Katie Holmes. She is going to be joining Matt Lauer for a live interview from Studio 1A on her new movie called Logan Lucky. Also, Jenna Bush Hager will be live from Graceland in Memphis with Priscilla Presley. On the 40th anniversary of Elvis's death, Priscilla will speak about his legacy and also share a first look at a new entertainment complex that opened to the public in March. It all starts at 7, just over an hour from now, right here on Local 4. Over to you, Evrod.
So excited for this. A new family comedy airs tonight on Local 4, and you can catch Marlon right after the live results edition of America's Got Talent. Marlon Wayans and Essence Atkins play a divorced couple still very much in each other's lives as they co-parent their 2 children. Wayans says part of the show's fun is its improvisational element, giving him and his co-star plenty of room to play around with each other.
Come at you, you gotta be like, oh, hell no, this is what I wanted you to do. You don't know me, my mama don't know me, and I came out here.
Creatively, I don't know where I'm going. I wish I could give you the roadmap,
right.
But she finds the way to, it's like double dutch.
It is like double dutch.
Yeah,
so when you start to do that,
Yep.
that's exactly what I thought of.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to kind of find the rhythm and just be willing to leap.
From there.
Who didn't love Marlon Wayans in The Wayans Brothers, and who didn't love Essence Atkins in Smart Guy? Well, Marlon premieres with back-to-back episodes tonight at 9 following America's Got Talent, and now we get to see both of them sharing the stage. Pretty cool.
Should be an hour of laughter. Looks really funny. The stars of the feel-good family drama This Is Us have something to feel pretty good about this week. The core cast members took home a hefty bonus check of $250,000 from NBC and 20th Century Fox. It was a thank you gift for the outstanding performance in the first season. They did truly knock it out of the park. The show is a ratings and crowd hit, earning 10 Emmy nominations, 3 Golden Globe nods, and a Writers Guild Award. If the show keeps up its impressive ratings, renegotiations of contracts could come sooner than later.
No, say what now?
Bonus check of $250,000.
Bam. As a thank you gift?
Yep.
Who says thank you with 6 figures and not just 100,000, 250,000?
I know, and we aired it on our newscast, and I believe we talked about it a lot, so it seems like we should have a little cut.
We should at least get $25. And listen, this is us producers. If you are looking for TV news anchors to maybe guest star or whatever,
we're great actors.
I know a couple people, you know.
It is 5:49, everybody, on your Wednesday morning, and there is a new place to play in Metro Detroit after the break. The attraction opening to the public today.
And we'll tell you why material things really do matter in a relationship. That and more when we come right back. You're watching Local 4 News Today.
See what's happening on the next Live in the D.
The spa for your pet that comes right to your doorstep.
Plus, the place offering fun for very special kids.
Today at 10 on Local 4.
Tonight at 10.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. Things looking good in the skies this morning, especially sunrise at 6:42. Should be a beauty. Warm and wonderful layer today. A few more clouds overhead. Barely a chance of a sprinkle. I think mostly dry. 78 degrees at noon. 83 for a high by 4 p.m. Thursday and weekend forecast in our next half hour. Kim?
All right, looks like a beautiful day. This is a beautiful commute. I-75 right at Mack Avenue. Traffic volume starting to build just a little bit, but nothing that's going to slow you down. No backups to report at this time. Accident-free to start off your Wednesday morning.
All righty, Kim, thank you. It's 5:54 now. Let's get into some stories that you might have missed. We'll start with Tony Hawk. In the world of skateboarding, his name is typically the one that comes to mind. And he came out to downtown Detroit for a very special event.
He certainly did. Played with the kids all afternoon. A new public skate park that he helped design has just opened in downtown Detroit, and it was designed by Hawk himself. There you see him playing with some kids yesterday when they unveiled it. The new park is located at 100 Monroe Street. It is right in the heart of downtown Detroit, near Campus Marshes Park, right up the street from the Hard Rock Cafe, and it opens to the public today. So bring your skateboards.
It looks like a lot of fun.
Did you skateboard as a kid?
My brother was more of the skateboarder, roller blader, but I would borrow his K2 skates and his Jinko jeans. You remember those?
Oh, yeah.
From back in the day. They were like super baggy, and I tried it out. It wasn't really for me, but it's definitely a lot of fun, and I wonder if I could still do it, you know?
You might not want to try it.
I know.
Yep.
I don't
Sometimes as you get a little older, the things don't
heal as well.
Your mind thinks you can do it, but then the body's execution, you could get hurt.
Your body reminds you, you're still 32.
All right, so a street in Corktown has a new name this morning in honor of one of Detroit's most beloved priests.
Yeah, 6th Street is now named after Father Clement Kern Street in honor of Monsignor Kern. The new sign, as you can see, there was unveiled after Mass at Most High Trinity Church. He was known as the labor priest for his kindness towards blue-collar workers, but died back in 1983. We're glad to see him honored.
Yeah, very nice honor indeed.
Yeah. All right, so here's a question. Could Coke versus Pepsi take the fizz out of a relationship?
Okay, so it may not seem like it's a big deal at all for some people, but there's a new study that suggests preferring different brands can actually affect how happy you are in your relationship, as opposed to if you like similar brands. It has even been suggested that brand compatibility for a couple is more important than shared interests or personality traits, believe it or not. Brand preferences like pop, coffee, chocolate, beer, cars, all could have potential impacts on your relationships. If you like similar things, you do similar things together, you're both really enjoying them together. The study found that partners who had low power in their relationships were usually stuck with their partner's preference and their preferred brands over time, making them more unhappy.
Okay. I'm trying to think of an example of where that is not true in my relationship or other people that I know, but
you guys like similar things, right?
We do like similar things.
Yeah.
You know, we enjoy doing the same thing, so it's never one person picking something over another. And then if it is, you typically are compromising. So yeah, I guess that does make sense.
Yeah. So if you're a Coke person and your spouse likes Pepsi, maybe get the Pepsi sometimes.
Yeah, or you might get divorced. Who knows? It's 5:57,
Would that
everybody.
be crazy to divorce over something like that? She kept buying Pepsi!
And I wanted the Coke. It is 5:58, everybody. Coming up all new at 6 o'clock. Local stories for you from Detroit, Allen Park, and Clinton Township.
Plus, he was criticized for his work, and now the artist behind Taylor Swift's courtroom sketches explains why it was so hard to draw the pop star.
Can't wait to hear what his explanation is. And a restaurant chain closes all of its Michigan locations overnight, in fact. We'll tell you which restaurant and the surprise move when we come back in 1 minute. Keep it here.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News Today at 6 starts now.
Doubling down a day after condemning hate groups, President Trump once again blaming the violence in Virginia on both sides. And once again, he's facing criticisms from both sides of the aisle.
And another Detroit sports team responding after being used as a symbol of hate in Charlottesville. We'll tell you what the Lions have to say about everything.
Morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Try and get you over the hump today. I think the weather will make it pretty easy.
Yeah, wonderful Wednesday, as Brandon typically likes to call it. Andrew Humphrey in for Brandon this morning. We saw a little bit of rain yesterday. Today, not so much.
That's right. We're looking at dry conditions since yesterday. We're looking at sunshine for this morning. Sunrise in about 42 minutes at 6:42. Later today, getting warmer and terrific weather as we go through the entire day. Partly to mostly sunny skies throughout. 78 degrees at noon. 83 for a high by 4 p.m. Warm and comfortable for the most part. 65 degrees right now with a calm wind out there. Things are looking good as we look at the downtown skyline. Cooler in some other spots. Once you get farther away from the city, we're looking at temperatures in the low 60s and 50s. We're looking at 60 degrees currently for our friends in Mount Clemens. Cooler 50s in our north zone along the I-69 corridor and northward. We're looking at 54 right now for our friends in Sandusky. Good morning, Port Huron. You've got 54 at this hour, while it's 62 in Monroe. Showers and storms all someplace else, but only for now. When do they make it here? We'll talk about that in your Thursday forecast, and we'll talk about the weekend coming up. You know what? 4-zone weather. We'll talk about that also in just minutes, but you can look at it now on the weather page of clickondetroit.com. On to 4 Live traffic with Kim.
All right, thanks, Andrew. That's a great place to go, especially if you're headed out the door right now. And speaking of that, if you are headed out the door, things are looking good for your commute. Let's take a look at the Lodge. This is the Lodge right at Livernois here, and you can see that it's not much going on here. Dry roads, pretty quiet, no backups or accidents to report at this time, so we are A-OK. However, speaking of the Lodge, it's closing down this evening. Could slow you down a little bit. We'll talk about that construction project coming up at 6:14. Back to you.
All righty, Kim, thank you. To 6:02 now, and we want to get to breaking news that we continue to follow from Detroit's west side. That's where a man was shot at a gas station. You're looking at video from the scene right there on 8 Mile between Schaefer and Myers. The victim is in the hospital, and police are continuing to investigate, and so far, no arrests have been made. And also breaking this morning, new video from 7 Mile and Ryopel in Detroit, where police say the damage to this church was caused by a car. Police say the driver also hit a light pole. At this hour, it's unclear what caused this crash and what happened to the car and the driver. An investigation is underway now after one person was killed last night by an out-of-control car. This all happened at East 8 Mile Road on the I-75 Service Drive in Detroit. A 27-year-old man was driving off the freeway when he lost control, hitting one man when his car began to roll. The driver and passenger are in critical condition right now. It's unknown if alcohol was a factor.
Back against criticism of his late response to violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. This time, he backed up his original comments, blaming both sides again, for an atmosphere that led to that car attack.
President Donald Trump defiant, passionate, saying both sides were to blame for the violence that led to the death of one woman in Charlottesville, Virginia.
What about the alt-left that came charging at the, as you say, the alt-right? Do they have any semblance of guilt? Let me ask you this. What about the fact they came charging with clubs in their hands, swinging clubs? Do they have any problem? I think they do.
The president says he condemned neo-Nazis and white supremacists, but then doubled down on the shared blame for atmosphere of violence in Charlottesville.
You had a group on the other side that came charging in without a permit and they were very, very violent.
Both Republicans and Democrats lined up to criticize the president.
And that's unacceptable. The president was wrong to do that. And I've said that loud and clear.
Senator Marco Rubio tweeting, the president needs to call events in Charlottesville a terror attack by white supremacists. Senator Bernie Sanders on Twitter called the president embarrassing to all the Americans who fought and died to defeat Nazism. Two group leaders publicly defended the president's comments as fair. The former head of the KKK, David Duke, and white nationalist leader, Richard Spencer.
And because of this, now 6 CEOs from President Trump's manufacturing council have resigned. The president says that they don't take their job seriously. It is 6:04, and first it was the Detroit Red Wings, and now it's the Detroit Lions.
Logos from both teams used by white nationalist demonstrators in Charlottesville over the weekend. Local 4's Nick Monticelli is live from Ford Field now because the Lions are responding to this, Nick.
Very quickly and very swiftly, Evrod, good morning to you. They want to distance themselves as much as they can from the groups that were protesting there. Again, first it was the Wings, and now the logo here over my right shoulder. The Lions say they have nothing to do with it as well. The storylines coming from the protest and the attack in Charlottesville continue to dominate the headlines. And even though Charlottesville is 600 miles away from Detroit, there continues to be connections. The latest one, the Detroit Lions. Over the weekend, this picture was published by Getty Images. It shows a man holding a shield with a logo very similar to that of the Lions. Alongside the logo are the words "Nog are Nog," which means enough is enough. The Lions, though, have had enough as well, recently releasing this statement reading, "We detest and disavow any use or implied use of the Detroit Lions logo or any of our marks in association with the event this past Saturday in Charlottesville. We value diversity as it represents the strong fabric of our team, the city of Detroit, the NFL, the game of football, our fans, and our country." The Lions aren't the only Detroit sports team tangled in this, though. Something similar to the Red Wings logo was also used during the protest. The winged wheel logo spokes were changed to look like swastikas. The team fired back, saying they have absolutely no relation to the group and are considering every legal action. Now, the Lions logo, the person allegedly using something that looked very similar to it, we don't know who that person is just yet, but the other group using something similar to the Red Wings logo, they call themselves the Detroit Right Wings. They posted several videos to their YouTube page, and they have since taken them down. We are live here at Ford Field. Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News today.
So, Nick, could the Lions consider legal action? We know the Red Wings are saying that they might do so.
The Red Wings said they are pursuing every single legal action possible. The Lions have not said yet if they will. That was a question pressed to them. They didn't respond on that, but one would assume that certainly could be an avenue they could take.
Yeah, they might follow suit. All right, Nick Monticelli reporting live for us this morning. Thank you.
All right, it is 6:07 ahead. Fiat Chrysler and BMW teaming up, the major project behind the partnership.
Plus, Jason is here in the carport. We're talking Taylor Swift, or what should look like her.
Apparently, he didn't get Taylor Swift's good side, and of course, fans let him know about it. Now, the courtroom sketch artist behind the sketchy pictures explains why the pop star was so hard to draw.
Detroit is.
Welcome back, everybody. By now, you've heard about Taylor Swift's victory in a lawsuit claiming that she was groped.
But, Jason, her fans aren't quite pleased with how she was drawn to look in court. Let's see the sketch.
The portrayal in question was from the courtroom sketch artist. Apparently, T-Swift fans felt his drawings looked nothing like the pop star and said he made her look old. Take a look. We have video. Now, the artist is explaining what went wrong. He says because Swift is very pretty, she is hard to sketch. He said she has perfectly proportioned dimensions in the face, which makes it more difficult to capture her, visual essence. You may say that is ridiculous, but it's hard to forget. Do you remember who this is?
Tom Brady. I guess he was hard to sketch too.
That's abstract Tom Brady.
What do you think? So maybe the artist is onto something, or maybe it's just the pressure of capturing a good a major celebrity's good side. So
that more looks like Michael Jackson in the Thriller video. You know?
So Jason, you explain, because you are an artist.
Yeah.
You can sketch anything and anybody. Is it hard to sketch pretty people?
It is hard to caricature somebody who has symmetrical features, who is very attractive, because there's nothing to work with to exaggerate. But a sketch, no matter what you look like, you should be able to do that, I would think.
But going back to the Taylor Swift pictures, we were talking during the break. I think
looks like her.
I mean, you could only look at that picture and say, yeah, I could see Taylor Swift there.
It
you know what I
does.
mean?
The hair looks a little 1960s, but
I was going to say, there is sort of a Betty Crocker vibe going on here.
Yes.
Coming up at 6:30, the Twitter movement earning praise and also death threats. Back to you guys.
Jason, let's get back over to Andrew. Talk about our forecast for this wonderful Wednesday.
Yeah, talk about a pretty picture. We've got that coming. Mother Nature helping out with that with beautiful sunshine this morning and at least most of the afternoon. And in your 4-zone weather, warm and comfortable later on today. Maybe a touch more humid, but still tolerable as we go outside later on this afternoon. Up to around 80 degrees in Dearborn and in the metro zone, south of 94, upper 70s and low 80s as well. 81 in Tecumseh. Temperatures around 78, 79 degrees for our friends in Monroe. West of 275, same deal. And north of Hall Road, well, we're looking at possibly temperatures that will be a little bit lower, but still on the warm side. Upper 70s to near 80 degrees in places like Imlay City. And in our skies, sunshine for this morning, mostly to partly sunny skies for this afternoon. 83 for a high later on this afternoon, too. 65 degrees is the current temperature with a calm wind out there. Visibility is looking good. We're off to a cooler start, but still making for comfortable sleeping and wake up weather for our friends over in Port Huron. 54 also in Sandusky, while it's 55 degrees in Lapeer. 65 again over at Metro Airport and 61 degrees in Dundee. Everyone makes it into the low 80s later this afternoon. And as you can see, higher temperatures down to our south. 77 in St. Louis. That warmer air moves over us later this afternoon. Clouds pretty much at bay for the time being, but as this warm front gets closer, it gives us a chance of showers into tomorrow. Now this afternoon, this model right here trying to generate a couple of sprinkles that might be around. Sure, mainly in south central Michigan for the most part, maybe around the Lansing area, but I think it remains pretty much drip dry here in the Motor City. Same thing for later on tonight with increasing clouds, but showers and thunderstorms are more likely, especially by tomorrow afternoon. There's a marginal risk of strong to severe storms, meaning high winds and possibly some frequent lightning, the possibility of some heavy downpours as well. That again is for tomorrow afternoon. It's not a guarantee of any watches or warnings. There are none out now, but just something to be on alert for as we go into your Thursday. 83 will be the high today. Fair skies overhead. 68 degrees overnight tonight with increasing clouds. Tomorrow, a couple of scattered showers morning and midday, but a better chance of those showers and thunderstorms that will be heavier in the afternoon, especially after 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And after that, we've got sunshine coming back and looking good for this weekend. Friday, 81, between 80 and 85 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday, and good viewing weather for the eclipse, ladies and gentlemen. 86 for a high on Monday. Best chance to see the full extent of the eclipse here in the Detroit area between 2:20 and 2:30 in the afternoon. Let's take a look at our weather window live. Our best cameraman here this morning is Josh, taking a beautiful picture. 1-800-HANSON's our proud sponsor of the weather window. Beautiful sight over in Grosse Pointe. Look at those blue skies overhead. Gorgeous sunrise taking place in less than 30 minutes at 6:42. Over to 4 Live traffic. Kim DeGiulio, take it away.
Oh, the Village. What a nice shot. Thank you, Josh. All right, well, good morning, everyone. We're looking at your commute this morning. It is just great. No accidents to report at this time, but this is what you're gonna need to know tonight and tomorrow morning, especially those of you who travel on the Lodge. Like all of my coworkers here on the morning show, keep this in mind. The Lodge is closing on the southbound lanes between I-94 to I-75 tonight, 8 p.m., wrapping up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. So no problem getting around this. All you need to do is take the Davison to I-75 and you will be just fine. But that is for construction. So again, just keep that in mind for this evening. Now let's take a look at our roads right now with our 1-800-CALL-SAM-CHOPPER shot. This is I-75 right at I-696. Still pretty dark out there. It's getting a little bit busier. Traffic volumes are starting to build, but it's a steady traffic flow. Everybody traveling at posted speeds, and it is looking good here. Over to you.
Thank you, Kim. It is 6:17 now. Let's get into today's consumer headlines. Naked egg tacos from Taco Bell. How about that? Plus, Joe's Crab Shack suddenly closes all of its Michigan restaurants. But first, we're talking Fiat Chrysler. It's teaming up with BMW. Maribel Aber joining us live now at NASDAQ. What's this all about?
Hey, good morning, Evrod. Well, BMW, Intel, and Mobileye signed a memorandum of understanding with Fiat Chrysler Automobiles to join them in developing a world-leading, state-of-the-art autonomous driving platform. That's what they're calling it. The cooperation allows the companies to leverage each other's individual strengths, capabilities, and resources. The platform will be scalable for different levels of automated driving. It's being pitched as having the ability to be used by multiple automakers around the world while maintaining their brand identities. Joe's Crab Shack has shut its doors in all of its locations in the state of Michigan. According to the Free Press yesterday, the restaurants closed their locations in Ann Arbor, Auburn Hills, and Sterling Heights. Joe's Crab Shack is owned by Ignite Restaurant Group. It announced plans to sell the restaurant to a San Diego-based private equity firm, Kelly Companies. Ignite said it will file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy as part of the sale deal. Taco Bell has a new breakfast taco with a fried egg taco shell. The naked egg taco is filled with potatoes, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. The new breakfast item was first tested in Flint, Michigan. It's going to be available starting August 31st for a price of $1.99 each. Evrod, they had me with egg and potatoes, by the way. I had the cheese and bacon. Yum!
But why is Taco Bell doing the most these days? Like, whatever happened to just the regular items that they serve? Every day it's a new item from Taco Bell. All right, we'll let you try it and report back. How about that?
Gotta differentiate.
All right. Let's turn things over to Kim DeGiulio. You've got a pet of the week with us this morning.
That is right, and this is just an amazing story. I'm so excited to share with you guys today. This is Oakley, and Oakley is coming to us 4 years old, but an amazing comeback story. Tell us about it, Patrice.
Right, he was stray in the street, totally matted, hit by 2 cars, broke his leg. He was in a cast for 6 weeks, and you would never know.
No,
he's totally healthy and
the
back.
first thing I said, I was like, oh, he's so soft.
They said he was hyper even with the cast on.
Oh.
He was not bouncing all over the place.
Well, he's got a good personality, that's for sure. Well, he deserves a loving home after going through all of that. Again, he's only 4 years old, so you can adopt Oakley today by calling Heavenly Paws of Michigan at 586-873-8080. And get this, we're also giving away a $75 gift card from Hagopian to help clean any messes up. Is he potty trained?
Yeah, he is potty trained.
Oh, he is potty trained. Yeah. Well, if he comes in with dirt on the paws or something like that, that would be good. But yeah, he is just adorable.
Isn't he sweet?
Oh, he's a kisser too.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, thank you, Patrice, for joining us. And we also want to give you an update on one of our recent pet of the week here. This is Carter, as you may remember. This is Carter with his new family. This is the Petersons, and what a big family that is. They're so cute. Family. And now they actually gave Carter a new name. The name is, I love this name for a dog, Rex. It's a good one. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Patrice. And remember, Oakley is available for adoption and just sweet as could be. So call right away. Back to you guys.
All right, so if you've been watching all week long, first you saw the Flex Tape here on Local 4. Then yesterday we did the Copper Chef, the Copper Pot. It was really cool. Today it's the Futsuki mat. Say that 3 times fast. Does it relieve foot pain like it promises? Well, find out in part 3 of our As Seen on TV product test.
Also ahead, Riding for Sergeant Rose, a special event set to honor the fallen Wayne State police officer.
And before we go to break, let's meet today's Facebook friend for the day. This is Jessica Graham. She's from Wixom. She loves bowling and taking care of people.
Aw, well, we want to send you a gift card from Tormina's Pizza for being so sweet and for being our friend of the day. And everybody else, don't forget, if you want to be our next friend of the day, you have to at least like the Local 4 Facebook page, click on the Friend of the Day tab, and then give us a picture and tell us something about yourself. We'll be right back.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Andrew Humphrey. We got some happy weather for you. Sunrise in just moments, actually taking place right now at 6:42 for the most part. Actually in about 15 minutes. It's now 6:24. We're looking at 78 degrees by noon, 83 for a high today, remaining drip dry. Can't say the same for later on this week. We'll talk about our next chance of showers and a look at your weekend weather in minutes. For live traffic, and Kim.
All right, well, we will enjoy the dry roads for now, Andrew. This is a look at the dry roads. This is telegraphed right at I-94. Pretty quiet out here. Nothing that's going to slow you down, but things looking good. Accident-free to start off your Wednesday morning.
Alrighty, Kim, thank you. Time now 6:25, and dozens of people came together for a bike race here in Detroit that helps raise money for student scholarships at Wayne State.
Yes, but this was only practice for Team 128. They are gearing up for a very special ride for fallen Wayne State University police officer Colin Rose, who wore badge number 128. And the team is hoping to break records when they ride for Rose. Each cyclist pledged $128, and all the proceeds are going to go towards that Colin Rose scholarship for students at Wayne State.
He was out there in previous years keeping us safe, doing his job, and Wayne State has been a big supporter of the bike group before, and so we'll be riding in his memory.
Yeah, and we do want to point out this is the third year for the ride. The main event is this Saturday. We've got more information on the homepage of our website. Just go to clickondetroit.com for that. Great cause.
Yeah, and it sounds like Andrew's dialing up a nice weekend weather for the bike ride as well.
Absolutely. 6:26 now. And coming up next at 6:30, local stories from Livonia, Clinton Township, and Ray Township.
Also ahead, fallout after a Twitter account targets demonstrators from Charlottesville. We'll tell you more about that.
But first, a man hanging on for his life is rescued. We've got more of this video and the story behind it. It's today's top video coming up next.
Beat the August.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for today's top video. An amazing sea rescue caught on camera in southwest England when the UK Coast Guard successfully helped a stranded person.
This is just incredible. The Coast Guard was alerted about a person cut off by the tide and clinging to the rocks. And you saw there the winchman being hit by several strong waves before reaching the stranded person and bringing him safely on board of that helicopter. A dangerous rescue, and certainly very dangerous for that person stranded there. But thankfully he's okay. We're back in a minute.
You're going to need live from downtown Detroit. Local 4 News Today at 6:30 starts now.
The commander-in-chief under fire for an unplanned Q&A session. Why President Trump is blaming both sides for the violence in Virginia.
And are you ready for a wonderful Wednesday? No rain this morning as we had during yesterday morning's commute. But when does the rain return? Andrew Humphrey in for Brandon with an update on that.
Also, it's being sold as a simple solution for foot pain. But can this strange-looking mat really fix your achy feet? It's Product Test Week right here on Local 4 News today, and we are trying out the Futsuki massage mat. And I mistakenly put my hands on it just a little bit ago, not thinking that Dr. McGeorge's feet had been on there.
And whoever else has tried it out.
But we're going to see if it actually works. Andrew Humphrey over there laughing at me. You think this is funny, Andrew?
Don't worry, I've got hand sanitizer right in the weather office. I got it for you. You're all set. Always got you covered there, Evrod. Out there right now, we're looking at beautiful conditions out there. Temperatures will be in the 70s and then 80s. Oh, remember running barefoot through the grass? That is certainly a great idea for today, ladies and gentlemen. 78 degrees at noon, 83 for a high, and warm and wonderful later on today. Looking great as we look at downtown Detroit. Look at that. The Detroit River almost like a mirror. Looking at the downtown skyline. You got the GM Renaissance Center, all the beautiful skyscrapers all aglow, and temperatures starting off in the 60s. At least here in the city was 65 degrees. Temperatures in the 50s in some places, a little bit cooler, but remaining dry, much drier than yesterday at this time. That's some good news there, but showers and thunderstorms on our doorstep once again, making it in here before the weekend comes around. Right now we've got temperatures that are mostly in the 50s and 60s at this hour, with 65 degrees at Metro. It's 59 for our friends in Ann Arbor, 61 for our neighbors in Flint, 60 degrees in Howell, and good morning Port Huron. Cooler there with a temperature of 54. But don't worry, you'll be closer to 80 degrees by this afternoon. We'll talk about those showers again and your weekend forecast in minutes. Here's Kim DeGiulio for Live Traffic.
All right, Andrew, well, those showers caused a little bit of trouble for our commute yesterday, but today's commute is no trouble, no accidents at this time, so we are A-OK. Except for those of you who travel on the Lodge, you're going to see some slowdowns due to construction, so just keep this in mind. The southbound lanes of the Lodge right at Fort Street, one lane blocked there. This starts at 7 a.m., so about a half an hour from now, this is when that construction will go into effect, and it's going to remain that way until next Wednesday. So 1 week, keep that one in mind. Northbound Lodge right at I-75, only one lane open there. However, However, this is happening this evening, starting at 8 o'clock, wrapping up tomorrow at 5 a.m. We've got more construction to talk about, a project over on US 23. I'll tell you about that one coming up, and my next report at 6:44. Back to you.
Thank you, Kim. It is 6:32 now, and in Virginia today, a memorial service will be held for 32-year-old Heather Heyer, who was killed in Charlottesville last weekend. She was killed outside of a white nationalist rally when a man drove his car into a crowd of people that were counter-protesting. 19 others were hurt. Meanwhile, President Trump is renewing controversy with his new comments about the very rally as he doubled down, saying both sides are to blame.
I will tell you something. I watched those very closely, much more closely than you people watched it. And you have, you had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other side that was also very violent.
Now, these comments came during an unplanned Q&A on Tuesday. Both Democrats and Republicans are calling his comments unacceptable. And following the president's remarks, the president of the AFL-CIO announced he's leaving Trump's manufacturing business. He's leaving the council, making him the 6th person to quit.
2 local teens head to court this morning in a very troubling crime. The pair facing murder charges, accused of killing and dismembering their friend more than a year ago. The teen victim was reported missing from Ray Township and was later found dead. Local 4's Nick Monticelli has the story.
Good morning. Both Yvette McDonald and Andrew Fiacco are due back in court this morning for what's called a preliminary exam. It's an opportunity for all parties to review all the evidence. And in this case, there is an overwhelming amount of evidence. The last time Andrew Fiacco and his girlfriend Yvette McDonald were in court, disturbing details emerged as they're both accused of dismembering Stephen McAfee's body. In March of 2016, McAfee went missing from his Macomb Township home. Detectives searched, followed up on tips, posters were sent up, even a private investigator was hired. But the case went cold. Over 1 year later, in April of 2017, a female walked into the sheriff's department, revealing that McDonald allegedly confided in her that she helped dispose of Stephen's body, hiding it in shallow graves, one behind the Fiacco family home. Other remains were left at the scene of the murder at 34 Mile and Van Dyke. Fiacco told investigators he shot McAfee when McAfee allegedly attacked him. Despite that, both are facing serious charges. Fiacco's list includes first-degree murder and mutilation of a dead body. McDonald is not charged with McAfee's murder, but is charged with accessory after the fact and mutilation of a dead body. Because of all that, during an arraignment, the prosecutor argued for Fiacco not to be released on bond.
You're talking about a young man who was shot multiple times, twice in the back, left in this abandoned field, dead, to decompose. At which point they showed up a month later and they dismember and mutilate the body.
To this day, the sheriff and prosecutors say both teens are changing their stories and they have no clear motive. And as you heard, there is a lot of evidence to go through. In fact, so much so that this preliminary exam is scheduled for 2 days. In the newsroom, Nick Monticelli, Local 4 News Today.
Nick, very troubling story indeed. We are following some stories for you from all across the Metro Detroit area.
Stories from Livonia, Clinton Township, and Allen Park, and we'll start there because police want to talk with this man who left a CVS with bottles of alcohol without paying for them. The man allegedly put 6 bottles of Ciroc vodka in his suit coat. Police saying that the man didn't bother to pay. He just left the store instead.
Over in Clinton Township, a crisis was averted when crews managed to prevent an oil spill from leaking into Lake St. Clair. The oil came from a Clinton Township business that recently caught fire. So far, 6,000 gallons of oil has been cleaned up from the drain.
And in Livonia, the new Amazon fulfillment center is looking for 1,000 workers. The company looking to fill each of those full-time positions. The employees will pick, pack, and ship orders. We posted information on how you can apply by going to clickondetroit.com. Good luck.
1,000 jobs.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah. Time now is 6:36, and all week long we have been seeing if as seen on TV products actually live up to all of those big claims.
Yeah, we did the Flex Tape first and the Copper Pot yesterday. There's Dr. Frank McGeorge with a product that he brought to the experts.
It's sold as a simple solution for foot pain, but can this funny-looking mat really relieve heel pain, arch pain, and tingling? I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge, and we're putting the Footzuki to the test. Coming up, we'll try it before you buy it.
He's outing white nationalists who showed their faces over the weekend, but this Twitter warrior's actions are coming with consequences. That story coming up next on Local 4 News Today.
Sky 4 Traffic.
Welcome back, everyone. It is 6:40, and as calls for peace and love are echoed all across the country after the events in Charlottesville, a North Carolina man is getting national attention for his actions.
Yes, and Jason Carr joins us now because, Jason, his actions are earning praise, but also some death threats.
Yeah, if you can believe that. That's because he's outing those who demonstrated on behalf of white nationalists. Since Saturday, the account, Yes, You're Racist, has been publicly outing and shaming demonstrators who participated in the white nationalist rally in Charlottesville. The man behind the account, Logan Smith, felt compelled to do something over the weekend as photos of the violence in Virginia began to surface. So he decided to call out those flying Nazi flags and wearing outfits with KKK plastered on them, letting the world know who they were.
These are real people. A lot of times they're in our communities, and I think it's really important to put a spotlight on these people.
We know at least one of the demonstrators was fired from his job after being outed by Smith, but since the movement has gone viral, he has started to receive death threats from those he's identified. He says the threats don't bother him and he will continue to speak for what he believes is right. Now, this morning, we asked our viewers whether Smith's actions was an invasion on anybody's rights, and the conversation seemed to be more or less one-decided. Deborah posts, not an invasion of privacy at all, it was a public event. Cheryl writes, no, if you're supposed to be someplace other than there, that's your problem. If you are standing up for something you believe in, you shouldn't have a problem with it. You too can join the conversation by heading to our Local 4 Facebook page and posting your thoughts.
Very interesting, and you can see how controversial that would be. Jason, thank you. To 6:42, everyone. Let's get a check of the forecast. Andrew Humphrey in for Brandon this morning.
Yes, he is, and this looks like a gorgeous day coming our way.
Oh, you got that right. Absolutely brilliant sunshine out there. Sunshine for everybody, and we're looking at temperatures in the 80s. So an abundance of warm weather, too. 78 degrees by noon, 83 for a high by 4 p.m. Looking great as we look at downtown Detroit. Just some clouds overhead. Nothing to worry about too much because those clouds are not producing any showers. So much drier than what it was like 24 hours ago. Happy to bring the good news to you, and more good news on the way with more partly to mostly sunny skies later today. 65 degrees currently with a calm wind. Guess what? 80 or more for today, even with some of the clouds overhead. Low 80s tomorrow, and temperatures around 80 or more as we go over the next 7 days. So some warm southern summer-like weather stays in place. But when's our next chance for rain? We'll talk about our next shower and thunderstorm chance in just a couple of minutes with your 7-day forecast. 60 degrees right now for our friends over in Mount Clemens. 50s as close as Macomb Township, Utica, and also around Romeo. We're looking at 60 degrees currently for our friends in Oxford, and farther to the south, just about as mild, or cool if you will. 61 to 64 degrees from Dundee over to Monroe. In our south zone, also in Adrian, 62 at this hour. Warmer weather down to our south and west, but wetter weather as well, especially in parts of the plains. You have showers and thunderstorms plaguing portions of Nebraska, including right around Omaha, just to the west of Omaha. This area of shower and thunderstorm activity is on the way later this afternoon. Take a look at this. Look at this hail coming down. Wow, almost covering the ground like snow, or it's literally ice. That's what hail actually is. Looks like snow in August. Look at how it's blanketing the roadways. You can see the tracks there by other vehicles, and look at the sides of the road. They look snow covered, but they're actually hail covered. Yeah, get those wipers going. I know, unbelievable, right, Rhonda and Everett? Well, that is amazing. That's how intense those thunderstorms were. This is a look at some of it. This is on Highway 71. And despite the stormy weather, no significant damage, believe it or not. You don't see any cracks on the windshield. So far, no significant damage reported. And guess what? Mostly sunny skies returning to the state of Nebraska as early as tomorrow. But those showers and thunderstorms are headed this way. Now, will it cause hail like that? I doubt it. But count on some downpours along with a warm front and cold front on the way for your Thursday, especially Thursday afternoon. A high today, though, of 83 degrees with partly to mostly sunny skies. Dry overnight tonight with temperatures down to 68. Showers and thunderstorms, especially tomorrow afternoon, maybe a couple in the morning, but mainly after 2 p.m. That's when things could get a little bit rougher with some heavy downpours and some frequent lightning at least, and maybe some gusty winds. Between 80 and 85 Friday through Sunday with sunshine coming back. Speaking of sunshine, the eclipse, we can check it out between 2:20 and 2:30 in the afternoon. On Monday with a high temperature of 86. Over to 4 Live traffic, and good morning to Kim.
Oh, good morning, Andrew. That weekend forecast looks good. Can't wait for the weekend already. But it is Wednesday. Good morning, everyone. We're looking at construction right now because there's no accidents to report at this time. Northbound and southbound US 23 the on-ramps from 9 Mile, those are going to be closed starting at 7 a.m. until the middle of September. So keep that in mind for the next month. Also on north and southbound US 23, right at North Territorial Road, 1 lane blocked there. This construction starts this evening, 7 p.m., wrapping up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So that is going to be a 12-hour construction project. So again, it could slow you down a little bit if you do travel on US 23. Over to you.
All right, Kim, thank you. So you see them on TV, all of these outrageous claims. But do they really work?
All of this week, we are putting these products and their incredible claims to the test. We, as you just saw there, did it with the Flex Tape. We did it with the Copper Chef.
Yes.
And on this Wellness Wednesday, our Dr. Frank McGeorge is testing out the Fitzuki Reflexology Mat.
The Fitzuki is sold as a simple solution for foot pain, but can this funny-looking plastic mat really relieve heel pain, arch pain, and tingling? Well, we decided to find out.
Does foot pain drive you insane? Introducing Fitzuki, the pain-relieving reflexology mat that once you step on, the pain is gone.
The Fitzuki claims to relieve pain by massaging the feet with more than 2,800 reflexology points. But the people we asked to try it had this reaction.
Ow, this really hurts. This is not comfortable at all.
Local 4 intern Chloe Keipel spends long hours on her feet, but the Fitzuki didn't bring relief.
These grooves are very hard. It's not cushy at all. It feels like hard plastic jutting into your skin. But I thought maybe if I just keep standing on this will start alleviating my pain over time. But fighting pain with pain, it just doesn't seem to work. It just hurt.
To make it less intense, I decided to give it a try with socks on. It's not painful, it doesn't tickle, it just feels like something keeps pushing into your heel. It's kind of hard to describe. Like Chloe, I didn't notice any pain relief. Now, for a professional opinion, we took the mat to Cheryl Bashada, an experienced reflexologist at the Valade Healing Arts Center at St. John Hospital. Right away, she spots a problem.
Everyone has a different size foot. I have a very small foot, so this would be way too large for my arch.
She also found the Fitzuki painful to stand on.
It's not hitting the reflex areas in my toes. I can tell you that right now.
Reflexology is based on the idea that different areas of the feet and hands correspond to specific organs and body systems. Cheryl says reflexologists apply pressure to specific points on the top and sides of the feet, not just the bottom.
A lot of our work is done on the sides of the feet as well as the bottoms, but these are very, very key points.
She's also concerned that the mat could pose a risk for people with neuropathy from diabetes.
If someone's diabetic, you really don't know if they have a problem with the sore spot because they can't feel it.
Above all, Cheryl says the mat is missing a key component of reflexology: human touch.
It's that TLC, the tender loving care. It's the human touch that you don't have with a mat.
Now, the Fitzuki costs $19.99, and it says right on the website that it is, quote, not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. And of course, individual results may vary. So unfortunately, it does not win our stamp of approval. Back to you.
That was quite the disclaimer. It's not going to cure or fix anything. Here's $19.99. Buy one.
I mean, taking a look at this, I can look at it and say, yeah, no, that's not for me. Doesn't look comfortable at all. The Fitzuki may not work, But a lot of people say reflexology does help their symptoms.
Yes, and Cheryl from St. John Hospital, she showed us some quick tricks that help with not just foot pain, but digestion, stress, headaches, and you can find that video. We just posted it on the Local 4 Facebook page if you're suffering from anything you want a little relief from.
So Vizooki is not one of them.
No.
Okay, well, here's a look at the As Seen on TV product that we're testing tomorrow.
A new product test. This Ninja coffee bar promising it can help you brew up coffee just like the pros. But does it really work? Tomorrow.
Oh, now that's a story that's right up our alley.
Yeah.
At least mine, because I
We should
love
brew
a
up
good
some coffee and do a little taste test
I
tomorrow.
know, and I wonder if Hank got to interview Sofia Vergara with that as well.
I'm sure he would have loved that, as would you and
I
many
would have
other
taken
people.
that assignment. It's 6:50, everybody.
I just like the way you say it.
Sofia Vergara. 6:50, everybody. We've got your stories to watch for next. The Ninja Coffee.
Welcome back, everybody. Breaking news this morning. We are following, and this comes from Detroit's west side. A man was shot at this gas station at 8 Mile between Schaefer and Myers. The victim is in the hospital. Police are continuing to investigate. So far, no arrests have been made.
Also breaking, a church damaged by a vehicle overnight. It happened on 7 Mile and Ryopel in Detroit. Police say that the driver also hit a light pole. It's unclear right now what the cause was and what happened to the car and the driver.
And in stories to watch for on your Wednesday, the 2 people charged for the death of a 19-year-old from Macomb Township are due in court later this morning. Yvette McDonald and Andrew Fiacco are charged with murdering Stephen McAfee, who went missing back in March of 2016.
A memorial service will be held for 32-year-old Heather Heyer, who was killed in Charlottesville last weekend. It all happened outside of a white nationalist rally when a man drove his car into a crowd of people counter-protesting. 19 others were injured during that attack.
And the nation waits to hear more from President Trump as he stirs up even more controversy with comments about the violence in Virginia yesterday. During an unplanned Q&A, the president placed blame on protesters from both sides. The president of the AFL-CIO announced that he is leaving President Trump's manufacturing council following the comments. That's the 6th executive to quit.
And a new public skate park is open here in downtown Detroit, and it was designed by this man, Mr. Tony Hawk himself. The new park is located at 100 Monroe Street near the Hard Rock Cafe, and it does open again to the public today. Jason?
Good morning. Today on ClickOnDetroit.com, the Detroit Lions have a lot to prove this season. Well, they do every season. The power rankings are in, and the Lions are pretty low on the list. Check it out on our sports page. Plus, you still have time to enter Film Challenge Detroit. You could win a trip to the Sundance Film Festival opening weekend and $1,000 cash. You have until September 22nd to do that. Also, ever received a random phone call about a free cruise? You could be entitled to some cold, hard cash. You can learn that on our consumer page. And if you're ever wondering about Taylor Swift in the courtroom, right there. Let's go back to Studio A now and the rest of the crew.
Not bad, Jason. Thank you very much. We're looking at temperatures right now, looking good. 50s and 60s out there, and picture perfect weather as we look at the downtown skyline. 64 degrees right now. We're looking at more sunshine later today, that with temperatures that make it into the 80s. There is a chance of cloudier skies later on tonight. Temperatures in the 60s. Better chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. High still in the 80s. Sunshine for the weekend and good looking eclipse weather on Monday. For live traffic and Kim.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Well, right now we're looking at your commute on Southfield Freeway right at 8 Mile. All clear here. Conditions looking great for your morning drive.
All right. Sounds good. So in today's talker, of course, it's what we've all been talking about. The eclipse on Monday and these eclipse glasses that are all the rage right now.
It turns out looking up at the solar eclipse can be risky, as we've been telling you. Even if you're in the path of totality, where the moon completely blocks the sun, the safest way to gaze up is with these eclipse sunglasses, and there, believe it or not, are still some out there. But check out this line in Tennessee just to grab a pair. Are you serious? Get out of here.
I hope Ben has his already. Is that where he's going?
He definitely does.
A museum had people literally wrapped around the building.
That is amazing. They sold 4,000 pairs of these glasses in 2 hours. You can still get your pair, but it might take a little bit of hunting. Online prices range from $1 to up to $900.
Stop it.
That's
quite the range.
I see Dolce & Gabbana, Tom Ford all getting in, Ray-Ban,
Yeah.
all this eclipse
Not a bad
sunglasses
idea.
trend, right?
Have a good day. Enjoy the sunshine, everybody.